Hey guys, today we're gonna be reading some Reddits. I'm gonna go on to r/entitled parents and am I the asshole? Okay. Okay, now that's just a shit move. Search Reddit. So r/ask Reddit. r/ask Reddit. No. What would be the worst thing to hear? Okay. What are your... The parent is just as bad as the student stories. Let's read some of these. We had a student who wouldn't stop stealing things out of other kids' backpacks. We caught him on camera and would call the parents, and they would just say, "No, that's his insert stolen item. We just bought it for him." Then we get him on positive behavior plan and create intentional lessons about empathy to others, setting goals to what you want, the difference between what he wants and needs, etc. Eventually, he gets enough positive days in a row that he gets released from the behavior plan and receives a free bike as his incentive for good behavior. They were donated to the school by a local bike shop. The next day, he tells me his uncle stole it and pawned it. He went right back to his other old behaviors, and it was heartbreaking. Oh my god. Frick. That's so gosh darn. Gosh. That uncle was just... I wonder if the kid was lying or not. What's the easiest way to accidentally burn down your house? What the fuck? I'm a motorcycle forum. Won't share a story of how he fixed his broken coffee machine. There's so many broken in the... Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That's what you... Yeah, you take my caffeine, I give you coffee, and I mean, yeah. Bitch, I need coffee. No, you. No reverse card. People have their pants. What happened? Okay. Rest area. I was aiming for... It was close. Tried to hold out till the next... Oh my god. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave Ask Reddit for now, so... Let's read some titled parent stories. Anti-vaxxer leaves her sick kid with me unannounced and expects me to take care of him because she doesn't want to get sick. Hi all. I'm going to preface the story with a bit of background on myself. I am a 17-year-old female with multiple invisible disabilities, none of which are contagious. I sometimes wear a mask in public places, especially with children in them. Children are already interested in my interestingly colored hair, and my immune system sucks. Not too much, but to be taking any risks. Nothing I have is contagious, but at the story of the time, a few months ago, there were 4 measles cases in my direct area and more in the surrounding counties. Sorry. And yes, if you saw my malicious compliance story from a while back, this is the return of Entitledville. Key just in case. Entitled Mother, SK. EM, Entitled Mother, SK, small kid, me. The story starts at a park I live near. It's about 5 or 6 streets down from my own. As I don't have enough stamina to walk, I drive my car there. All praise the Batmobile, my lovely rogue. I sometimes use the park and sit and draw, as it's a usually very calm place. Usually it's not super busy, except on weekends. And after 3 o'clock, when schools get out, the park is surrounded by houses that all face it. This is important for later. This day, I was sitting on a bench that was farther away from either of the play areas. I was sitting down and drawing a moth. I draw a lot of bugs. When I immediately feel a presence appear to the right of me. I have sensory issues, so I'm not really comfortable with random things happening around me, especially being surprised with a living, breathing human. I looked to my left to see Ian, who plopped SK right next to me, basically shoved him into my side. This startled me I immediately jumped a bit and jerked away, looked up at Ian in shock, and she looked down at me in discontent. She said something to me, but in the moment, I didn't have enough time to process the thought of taking out my earbuds, and interrupting arcade fire. Suddenly, Ian bends down and jerks my earbud out of my ear so hard it made my ear ring. You should listen when adults are talking to you, young lady. Pardon? You caught me off guard. Was there something you needed? She huffed loudly and tapped her long nail extensions against her hips. There's a reason I call where I live Entitledville. Everyone there is a stuck-up individual whose husbands don't love them. I'm leaving SK with you. I have to do work around the house. She immediately turned around to go back to her house, which I found out later was one of the houses that faced the park. Immediately stood up, cane in hand, and started after when I noticed that I actually knocked SK to the ground. SK wasn't crying at all, just looked confused. This is when I noticed that SK had dropped mucus, dropped everywhere, and he looked super sickly. Ma'am, you can't just leave me. Wait, is he sick? Ian runs to SK. If he's okay. Somehow not yelling about how I hurt, which is out of the ordinary. Yes, he's still building up his immune system, and you need to take care of him. You can't get sick if you're already sick. Then it clicked. The bee thought that because of my mask I was sick, and therefore care for her clearly ill child. I'm sorry, but no, I have a weak immune system, and now I have to go home and shower off whatever germs put next to me. Please, lady, take your kid to a doctor. He looks terrible. Don't tell me what to do with my child. I don't think doctors are feeling nonsense. They tried to vaccinate SK over and over again. My heart sank as it was what I was up against. I had gotten whooping cough just a few months ago. And I still am still struggling from my lingering effects, even though I'm fully vaccinated. What if this kid has something serious? My fight response kicked in and immediately told me to run to my car. I grabbed my thick looking pencils and started running. I totally ignored my bad joints. And thus, in the process, that sprint really messed me up for a few days. Where are you going, young lady? You can't just leave my child here. I'll on you for child endangerment. I couldn't even come up with a response, so I said nothing and continued running. I jumped into my car out of breath, turned on the ignition. That's when I saw EM, SK in hand, running towards the Batmobile. Without a word, I pressed on the gas, nearly missing EM as she was about to run into the middle of the street. She was yelling other profanities and stuff behind me as I sped off. I drove past the park a few weeks later and saw Em talking with a neighbor in front of her house, which was for sale. I heard from a mutual neighbor that her husband got a job somewhere in Germany, so now I'm glad she's gone, and I can sketch in peace. For all I care, Germany can have her. Thank you so much. Whatever. Kind person for the silver. Wasn't me, but you're welcome. Wasn't me, but. Deactivated bomb. It looks like a mortar strike. It looks pretty much like a mortar strike. What the frick? I'll keep this short. I have a $2,139 computer. It has years of old photos and files that are extremely important to me. One day at a party, Karen and her son Damien came over. She is 42 and he is 12. She tells Damien to head up to my group of friends, 15 to 17 years old, and we head to my room to play on my PS4, which connects to my monitor. After a while, Damien enters, and he looks tired. It's 1:30 a.m. I'm surprised that he's awake. He has to play, but we're playing GTA 5 and planning to watch a few violent shows on Netflix later, so it would be inappropriate for him. We explain this, but Damien doesn't listen. He says that he will tell his mom he's 12, and John Friend leads him to the living room, where Karen is sipping on a tall glass of wine and laughing with the other moms. John also explains this to Karen, and she understands or acts like it to get out of it, and just asks them to let Damien watch. I'm in the room and Damien enters. I know not the exchange that just occurred and ask him to leave. He starts shouting, cursing, and tries to attack some of us. He then gets my box of change and flings it across the room and smashes my monitor. I did act harshly within the next few minutes, but I still believed that I was justified. I kicked him out, pulled him out of my room, told my parents and Karen. Karen, now physically more drunk than most, is yelling at me. She and Damien leave the party out shortly after. The next day is when we contact Karen to repay or replace the cost of the monitor. She doesn't budge and blocks out our number. Our parents are telling me that they are taking legal action against them. I don't really know about what's happening. My monitor is replaced with a Wacom's Electron Cintiq. I like drawing. I use my laptop more often these days. Damien goes to my school, and this incident spread like wildfire. He is already fairly alone, but this incident leaves him without many friends. Everyone is scared to let him near their electronics and fear of him breaking them. I'm sure that the cost of my monitor will be given. But I still hate that they could just block us. I do want to take revenge, though a lot of it is being done in small court claims. Too long in it, read the title. Okay, now this kid, he sounds like such a dick. Just block their number. Make sure they can never contact you. Yo, that's pretty funny. For refusing. This postman is a total piece of shit. Oh my freaking god. Cops in Russia. The fuck? Okay, that's just a bad cop. The frick? Like, that's a horrible cop. You should never do that. Let's see.